That's fine. That's you
I
got.
love your outfit.
Thank you.
I love the police. You still have the handcuffs?
Of course, I use that more in the bedroom than I did when I was on duty.
Oh my goodness! You want your balloon back?
Because he don't want to get married.
So if he had wanted to get married, for sure, he could be your type.
Yes.
Handcuffs and all.
Oh, yes.
Is she someone that's your type? Aesthetically,
like
I know you don't know her, but the look. If you saw her on the street, would you go, "Hi, mommy"?
I might even say, "Hi, how are you?"
Okay. Okay. Well, let's.
If I saw her in Publix, maybe I would slam my shopping cart into hers.
Oh, meet cute. That's a meet cute. He got tips for y'all. Okay, for the fans. Let's take a step back. We have one heart remaining. We don't want to rush anything too crazy, but I want to figure out what could happen. So I want to get your name, your age, and why you haven't broken.
My name is Paulina. I'm over 55, and I haven't broke it for the same reason I did before on the first row.
Well, you're never being mean. If you want to break, you have the right, and they're not going to take offense. It's a real one.
Yeah. No, I think he's very nice. I like the way he speaks, because he was a police, which I really like. I love these police TV programs, all of them. But I'm not his type at all, and he's not mine either. I know he would be good with the younger person that loves to be at the beach with little bikinis, and I don't like men that wears gold at all.
Is she correct though? Is she right about what you want?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
But she's a very sweet lady.
Okay. All right. Do you want to break your heart then? Okay. All right.
But she's a very sweet lady.
Okay. All right. Do you want to break your heart? Concerned that about him aesthetically?
She's a very sweet lady.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Do you want to break your heart? Concerned that about him aesthetically? You don't want to break. All right. Do you break your heart? Concerned that about him aesthetically? You said she's a sweet lady, right? To me aesthetically. All right. Do you break your heart? You said she's a sweet lady, right? To me aesthetically. Of course. So there's a real one. You got to try to find a right. Let's take a step back with me, because we're going to look at these lovely ladies, and even though all the hearts are broken, can we still clap it up for this gentleman, because he came out and looking great, feeling great. So I thank you. I'm going to take that mic. You're going to this gentleman, because he came out and looking great, feeling great. Excellent. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Clap it up for one more time, because he came out and looking great, feeling great. Thank you so much. You're awesome. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Clap it up for one more time. All right. Our next wish is for our next real one to come on out. So let's get ready for our next Miami King. Our next wish is for we are ready for our penultimate real one with my next handsome king. Come on in. Come on in, kind sir. We are ready for our penultimate fun house with my next handsome king. Come on in. Wonderful. Come on in. We want to be able to see penultimate. Would you please share with these lovely ladies your name, your age, what you do? Really want to be able to see penultimate.
61 and a half. And what do I do? That's a tough one, actually, because I wear a lot of different hats. A lot of people know me as a chef.
Jesus Christ. I'm watching it real now. Cause my bit rate's so slow. Your bit rate's got a warning. $24, $26, $84, $98. I don't know how to fix that, bro. I'm so angry, bro. Oh my god. I can't take it. I'm just trying to figure out how to use OBS, and I don't fucking care to learn. I'm just supposed to be riding right now. Ridiculous. Girl. This does it in red flag. I don't know if you guys can hear the show I'm watching, but I love a real one. Plumper does such a good job on the show. The senior edition is the best one. They dropped one that's in Miami. That's pretty fucking cool, yes. He got the tightest disco pants on right now, and it's crazy. Since this is a rot session, you're probably gonna hear me doing a bunch of shit, so get used to it, I guess. I'm not actually live. What the fuck? It says I'm live, but when I go to my page, it says I'm not. Is this real or is this not real? Is this real or is this not real? Ridiculous crowd. What is rot? What's up, KP? Rotten as if you're just having a tough time. What's up? I'm like literally in bed, just like observing my existence. Said earlier in the stream I probably wasn't gonna chat, but I ended up chatting. What is this, a green screen? No, so I started to learn OBS, right? I downloaded OBS, and for years I had it on my computer. I never learned how it worked. So I decided today to see if I could figure it out. So I learned how to put a picture on it. And then I put a picture of Mr. Wonka, because that was like the main picture I had for some reason on my computer desktop. And then I was like, how do I put a camera on here? So I spent like 10 minutes trying to figure out how to put a webcam on. And I got the webcam on there, man. And then I couldn't get the picture off, but it let me put a fade to black transition, so now it's me and Mr. Wonka. But this is honestly the vibe of everything that I'm doing right now. It's just a rot. So kind of just like, you know how people do sleep streams? But I'm just awake. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. There's nothing of substance that's gonna happen here. I'm browsing houses, looking for, what you call it? What you call that, John? I was looking for publishers. So I have two, poetry anthologies that I wanted to publish. Man, the move for today is to write. I might have to go to an open house today. That's why I was thinking about houses. That might be the move. But yeah, I was looking for publishers for these two poetry anthologies I got. But I don't care. Like, I've reached the point of not caring. I went out and saw somebody that gives me grief. It's not their fault. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they do it on purpose. But it takes me a few days to process it. Today is the third day, so today I'm just rotten. Yeah, I'll come and take a look. I'll look on my phone and I'll keep my live stream up because I'm just here to exist today. Come take a look. I was just watching a real one. You know that Pop the Balloon show with the guy called Pointer? I don't remember his first name. This show's really good. It might be Reginald. No, Reginald Pointer is my professor from college. His first name is not registered. Reginald. Let me look up this guy. Um, I don't think his page says it actually. I'm so angry. Oh my god. I can't live like this. Not familiar with him. Yeah, it's cool. There's a Pop the Balloon that's more famous. The one that has the girl, um, Eminette. She's like she has all those African people on her show, like literal Africans that are in America. They're in Arizona. His I don't know where he's usually based, but he's been traveling lately. I freaking love his show. It's so good. His channel is called The Last Talk Show. His stuff is so funny. So what makes his Pop the Balloon different, right? So everybody does like romance Pop the Balloon Johns. What makes his different is he does one where it's all seniors, like elders, like everybody's like 60, and they're the best ones. They're so good. They're actually really good. I like every episode. He made one where he goes to like he like makes he has a spin-off, but I think it only had one episode. It might have two episodes. And in the episode that he has that I have seen, I feel like I've seen all of his stuff, but maybe I haven't. Um, at least of his modern stuff. I haven't seen his old stuff because it was kind of tragic. I wasn't a fan yet. But blah blah blah, right? So he has this one where it's kind of like what's that show I like that's on TLC? It's kind of like well, it's any kind of reality show. Blah blah blah. It's basically any reality show. Like it's any bowl, and he has them all in a house. He has all the seniors in a house together, like they're gonna be on like a dating games jaunt, even deeper, like all living together. Oh my gosh. I really need him to get more subscribers so that he'll drop another episode. He keeps gaslighting us. He's like, "Yo, if we get like 40,000 views on this, I'll drop another episode." I'm like, "Please, just give us the content. We need it. We need it." But I don't know. Some girl just replied to me on the cheerleading post I made. That's cool, man. I wasn't even supposed to be yapping. This turned into a yap session. I guess y'all hear me yap for a little bit. I expected just Rot to be silent. I didn't mean for the Rot to have like conversation. That's what the juice box is for. Like, welcome to the Rot zone. Like, don't do anything. No, you're good. You can chat if you want to. I'll respond. I'm gonna read this stuff about the cheerleading thing now that I'm talking so much. I like to talk. It's just in a rotting mood. So I posted this a year ago, apparently, and somebody just responded because I'm looking at a Reddit post I made, and the mood changed now. I know the mood, you lightened up the mood. I'll rot again when it gets less chatty, but I was just in a rot mood, man. Just like, in your grave, you're just in your open grave. Just in an open grave, dude. Watching the dirt pour in. And you're just like, don't care. It'll no bugs on. Yuck. I put the pesticides in first. Oh god, no. I guess that is part of rotting, huh? It's really terrible. So I was posted on this Reddit about pom poms because I really wanted some huge retro like 1970s like 30, 40-inch wide pom poms. And there's one person that I see anywhere selling them, And every now and then I'll see somebody collecting them. Ew, 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 ew. Too many bugs, ew, ew. All of them are gross. The only ones I'm cool with is probably a spider sometimes. There was a, there was this jumping spider that was in my basement. He was, oh, look, I have a bear. I have Geordie LaForge, Geordie Bear. He's very cute. Anyway, so yeah, there was a spider that was in my house. He was tiny. He was like a centimeter and a half big. And he was one of those jumping spiders. And he was really nice. I wanted to know him. So I like collected him on a little piece of paper or something. And I took him around for a minute and he let me like hang out with him. It was cool. It was nice to have a spider friend for a day. But I put him back in the basement where I found him. And then like he would hang out and wait for me on the dryer. And then after a few days I didn't see him anymore. So I hope he grew up to have a good life and he didn't die or nothing. I hope he has like a wife. You love jumping spiders? That's really cool. I was because I looked him up online to see if I could keep him as a pet. And he needed to eat bugs that I didn't want to ever look at, so I didn't keep him as a pet. That's why I put him back in the basement. And I don't know, man. He was a cool guy. I hope he's alright. I hope he got to live a life. You know what I did do? I caught flies for him, and then I'll bring him down, but he didn't want to eat flies that were already, like, incapacitated. I think he thought it was gross. Or he didn't want me to watch him eat it. I don't know. Or maybe the flies were too big. But he didn't eat them. I would come back and they would just be wingless flies there, or just, like, carcasses. It was gross. I am not familiar with the king jumper. Let me look it up. King jumping spider. Whoa, his eyeball's crazy. Here's what it looks like for anybody that wants to see it, John. If anybody finds this stream and wants to see a spider, here's a spider. He's really cute. I like his little green thing. Aw, somebody gave one a water droplet. That's really cute. They gave him a little water drop, and they put a little flower in it. He looks so happy. I love you, spider. Since my camera's in black and white, you might not be able to see it, but this one, he's got like heterochromia or something. One of his eyes is brown, the rest are black. That's really cool. You know, 4 spider types? That's really cool. Big jumping spider. Ew! There's one that's crazy wide. That's nasty. Absolutely not. I gotta not look at that again. The one that was in my house, he wasn't none of these fancy ones that are coming up right now. Bold, regal. It was none of these Johns. Mine was brown. He was just like a regular guy. A regular Joe. That's how they drink from droppers? That is so sweet. There's like a 4-second delay between when I say something and when it comes through the audio. I think that's kind of sad. The delay between what you're saying and what you're streaming. It makes me think about when we used to have phone calls, like with what do you call them? You know, the wireless landlines, when we had wireless landline phones. And then when everybody in your neighborhood had a wireless landline phone, and then sometimes you'd hear each other's conversations, or you'd hear the guy on like his ham radio. I think that was pretty cool. Brown ones, black ones, they too small. They drown easy. Oh, you little spider. Too small for the world. I need to make a song about jumping spiders. They're so sweet. I never touched it with my bare skin, but it's hard to do readings, especially when you lag and it takes a minute for a response. Word. It probably sucks also because it takes a while for people to type. When I be on your readings, I'll be trying to anticipate, like, all right, get your fingers ready. Get your fucking fingers ready. I love your channel, yo. Your channel is so fun. I love when I actually get to catch your lives. Everybody's so chill on there. I love getting ads for powwows. There's one in New Mexico. There's a new, it's not new, but I like this Facebook page. It shows you all the powwows going on nationwide. People can submit them. And, they'll post live streams. It's on Facebook. If somebody wants to know that powwow, John, and you catch this live stream, just put a comment and I'll look up the Facebook page and I'll put it in a link or whatever somewhere. I'm not going to do it now. Remember how small yours was, and imagine giving him a cup of water. A cup of water would look like the Great Lakes to that little guy. The tiniest little sweetie. He'd be like, why would you give me this? Give me a leaf boat or something. He'd be like, why would you give me this? Yo, I just realized why somebody tagged me in my old post. Yeah, I do make music. I make banjo. I sing. I used to do opera, but I don't perform. There are a bunch of Zimmerot, like Jewish liturgical music that I really, really, really want to sing. There's one that I screen grabbed from my favorite chazan, Ozzy Schwartz. It's very cool that he's alive. I'm alive when two of my favorite musicians are alive. My favorite banjo player, Clifton Hicks, and my favorite chazan is Ozzy Schwartz from that New York Reformed Jewish synagogue. I don't know what they're called. Their rabbi is Rabbi Cosgrove. I'm not Reformed, so I really don't care. Do I have Bandlab? Yeah, I do have Bandlab. I haven't used it in a long time. You Jewish? Hell yeah, son. Yes, I'm very Jewish. But I'm not rabbinical. I'm not like a modern rabbinical Jew. So there's a lot of stuff. Like there's a lot of stuff when I got to college that that I was like, wow, what is this? What is this? I was like, so cause everybody at school was like either at Hillel or Chabad, and I'm American. I'm not European. So they have like other stuff in their culture that have nothing to do with me, and I'm like, wow, this is so cool. This is so cool. So it was fun to like, I don't know. I feel like I was raised in a huge bubble. I mean, I was raised in a bubble, so like I didn't or I don't, however you want to phrase it, because I don't know everything already, but I don't know. I feel like the same way that like whenever I meet like a new like group of Chabad Jews, like when I travel and they're like, oh, you're Jewish, and I'm like, oh, you're Jewish, and it's just like, I don't know, man. There's a lot to learn from other people's little cultures because everybody lives in little pockets. But yeah, that was fun experience. I definitely didn't enjoy Hillel events. They were like, I don't know what to say. Like they were just like, It was kind of racist, kind of too secular, kind of too just like fringe. I don't know what to call it. I didn't like it. But I felt very comfortable with the Chabad Jews. Like it was comfortable. It felt like being at home. They had little idiosyncrasies that were not things that I was raised with, but they were all understandable. Like they made sense. I like hanging out with them. On Bandlab, we can link on Bandlab. Hell yeah, let's make some songs. But yeah, I'm mostly a metalhead. I have a bunch of metal songs that are half finished that I gotta put lyrics on. Like I got the music done or I got the lyrics done and I haven't smooshed them together. Alright, unrelated. There's a call for papers for anybody that cares to write regarding the Sinners movie. 2 graduate students or people that are professors, I'm not sure. One is at the old medical school that I love, and one's at Arizona. Deanna Daniels, DDANIELS 1, the number, at arizona.edu, and Nicole Huff, HUFFNICO, at msu.edu. They have a call for papers going to make a Sinners Reader off that movie. It's called The Sinners Reader, Black Horror, Black Religions, and Contemporary Popular Culture. We seek scholarly... Teach me how to sing rock. I got you. I can't teach you how to scream metal, but I can teach you how to sing rock songs, I guess. I could teach like regular like vocal fry. I can do like throat singing, so I can kind of coach you on that too. No promises. I've never been a singing teacher, but I could definitely sing along. So blah blah blah. The call for papers is we seek scholarly essays, creative, reflective. I'm so tired. I haven't been up since yesterday. The most sleep I got was some meditation, which is not sleep. We seek scholarly essays, creative, critical reflections, and popular culture analysis from academics, creatives, and other cultural producers that speak directly to Kugler's film and or its wider themes. So email those ladies or scan this John. I'll put a link to this for sure at some point. Scan this John. Scan this John. Fuck. Alright, that might... There's somebody trying to scan it. I'm so sorry, dude. It's the best I got. This looks like shit. Oh my god, dude. This is Vietnam. Alright, let me post this... Let me post this link right now. Let me copy this, John. I copied the John. How many times I can say, if anybody played a shots game, I started saying, in about 9th grade because I was still talking too fast and people were complaining. So I was like, let me add some bullshit in my conversation so I could slow down. So I put in a bunch of filler words, and then now it's a habit. I think it sounds absolutely stupid. Nap, I'll send you some Reiki. I'll stay up. I appreciate the offer. I really do. I'll probably go to sleep at like noon or something. Take a good nap. It is 8:55 a.m. where I am now. But for this call for artists to contribute to this zine, what they're looking for is an abstract due by July 15th. 250 to 500 words. And then all the way out in October 2025, they want 3 to 7,000 and a half words. I think that's very cool. Let me see if I can add this to the chat, actually. Can I drop this in the chat? Since my baby said goodbye. And so, alright. Let me chill. You got me in the Reiki. Appreciate you. You are appreciated. Let me chill. Word. So for the cheerleader thing. Ew, too many bucks. Something's up on my laptop where it's It's dying way sooner than it needs to. Costco. I don't know if somebody let me know if my microphone is accurate. But Costco is selling a really similar laptop to mine. I was thinking about buying it. It's basically the same thing. Oh, I'm doing this by accident. I see where I'm missing this up. He said a whimsical skedaddler. This is whimsical. We can look at, hang out. My guy right here. So I finally got my pom-pom designs reply. Girl, thank you. Don't know what I'm gonna do. So I posted, how do I make these giant pom-poms? And I was like, what do I use? 10-inch polyester fringe. Oh, so what I was thinking of, because I wanted to make heavy ones. I said I don't want to use paper. I said our tinsel curtain's good enough. Fabric fringe, etc. So I don't care if you know, because nobody's going to watch this. And if you watch this and it's still my idea, I don't care. Just give me some for free. I wanted weighted pom-poms to work out with. So I was going to use, I have 10-inch long polyester fringe. So I was going to use that to make it, but I couldn't figure out how to connect it. It just didn't make any fucking sense. So somebody named Bo, wonderful, says that my material choice was spot on. The tinsel fabric curtains and fabric fringe are both good options. Here's a basic guide for doing this. 10-inch polyester fringe trim, 20-30 yards depending on desired volume. Tinsel curtains or additional fringe fabric for variety. I'm so tired. A basic rod for the handle. I'm supposed to be rotten. I started to hang out so hard with my friend. Look at my cheerleader doll. Speaking of cheerleaders, she's from one of my college days. I need her outfit so bad. Oh, you can't really see it. I'm gonna put it this way. Is that more clear? Yeah, you can see it more clear that one. I need her outfit. If anybody makes cheer outfits, I need a Penn State. Her blue pom. She has a white one and then she has a blue one, but her blue pom is off. And her hair is curly, so I put it in a satin scrunchie. Let me get back to my ride. I got a fucking chipmunk, dude. I think she's a chipmunk. She's really cute. She's a squishy. Her name's Melzy. I gotta mark this stream not for kids. How long I can stay on here without my computer overheating? I could do like a 10-hour stream for fun. Warning, your bit rate. Yes. Oh no, our table is broken. Alright, she said I need the fringe I was talking about, 10-inch fringe, a basic wrap for the handle, 20 inches for a comfortable grip. Fabric starch. I said the same thing. I bought specialty fabric starch. Hot glue, scissors. You can only find 10-inch rods, don't worry, connect to end to end, blah blah blah. We have the fringe, blah blah blah. Layer on each top of each other. Make sure to mix and match your different John. Okay. Start gluing the fringe together. So here's what I was doing before I asked for help. I was trying to sew it through with my sewing machine, but I wasn't sure how many layers I should put together. Keep layering them until you reach your full pom-pom volume. What? That's news to me. She literally just says just layer them until you reach the full volume that you want. Allow each layer to dry completely. So I was thinking I'm supposed to be stitching them all together, and stitching them probably would make them last longer. I know I could probably get through probably 10, 14 layers with my sewing machine before it'll fuck up and break a needle or something. I have two machines. One is fancy. It's not industrial, but it can handle. So here's what it was marketed as. It was marketed that it can handle. That can handle jeans and transition from jeans to stretchy fabric and back. Ooh, fancy. And it was ooh fancy dollars when I got it as well. But I got it from a lady that didn't want hers anymore because she was a richy rich girl and her husband was going to buy her the new better one that I also wanted. But hers was really good and she never even touched it. So I got it for a great price. It was wonderful. Anyway, I definitely didn't make my money back in what I have sewn, but the one thing I did sew, like to completion, won me an award, so I kind of feel like it's both ways. So she says, to glue everything together and just keep stacking it. Once it's assembled, it's time to shape it. Use your scissors to trim it into the round shape. This will take time and patience. Now for the starch. So I thought I would starch it beforehand. This is two different things. I thought I was going to starch it beforehand so that everything's stiff. I had no idea how to connect it to the pole, to the rod, and she doesn't really say how to connect it to the rod either. And she says to wrap it in a ribbon or duct tape. Blah, blah, blah. So what I was thinking was I was going to dip it in the fabric starch. Like dip them all in before I even sew them together. Or after sewing them together, dip them all in fabric starch, shake it out, hang them somewhere to dry. Like put hooks on it, like the hooks that you use for your, like your shower curtain hooks. I'm like 10 seconds behind now. Oh, my stream's bitrate is low again. Fuck you, bitrate. I don't know if YouTube's gonna cancel me for saying cuss words, but hashtag sorry, bitch. People be on here cussing. I refuse to be in trouble. People are on here doing disgusting things that should be considered illegal. And yet, enable DVR. What is DVR? It says my stream is healthy again. What a mess. Alright, once your pom-pom is assembled, so she doesn't tell me how to really assemble it. How do I attach it to the rod? Hammer the thick fabric of the layers. So I'm gonna ask her if I should hammer the thick area, like the hammer the joining section of the fabric into the rod. Should I be using thicker wooden dowels first? Lie down so I can rock some more. That's gross. These stink bugs. Maybe I'll read you guys a book. There was a book I was supposed to read from. I'm not gonna do it now. I'm lying. I'm absolutely lying. I'm not gonna do it right now. Oh my god, dude. I found a website where I could do a sleep stream. I've always wanted to do that. I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah, I don't see the hot glue holding up the weight of each row of fringe. So I tried trying to attach the fringe to the rod. I don't even care. God, I don't care at all. Oh my god, dude. Welcome back to the rot zone. We're here to rot. Some tombstones in the chat, I guess. Some juice boxes. Juice boxes, because rotting's not that bad, but it is in fact rot. Okay. We got no tombstones, we got coffins. What you got for us? We got coffins. Alright, gang. Read the description, I probably won't talk to you. read you a story I wrote in Choctaw. No, not Choctaw. I'm taking a Lenape class. Oh, God. I stopped doing so much Choctaw work lately. I need to update my real estate website because I haven't been practicing Choctaw enough to say that I'm a Choctaw speaker anymore. I can tell you how I count to 3. Here's how you count to 3 in Lenape. Number 1, Kweti. Number 2, Nisha. Number 3 is Nacha. With a KH, like a Jewish Joan. Like we just talked about earlier, that's funny. Kweti, Nisha, Nacha. We have Kishu, which is the sun. Wisae, which is yellow, I think. Yeah, Wisae is yellow. I didn't take notes that put the word next to it this time, last class, for some reason. Wisae, yellow. Askaskwe is green. Wisausu is, it's green or he's green. Let's see. Wisausu should be, it is green. Because Askaksu is, Askaksu. There's a lot of wind in the letters in Lenape, I'm noticing. A lot of wind and almost whistling that's probably going to be caught through your teeth. You really get to doing it well. So there's so the word for corn is hucksqueam, right? With the same KH in the front. And it's spelled ridiculous in a way that makes no sense. And I'm like, what is this I'm looking at? And then I'm trying to tell my sister, because she missed class. I'm trying to tell her, like, yo. I'm trying to tell her, yo, this is how you do this word. And I just spent the last, like, 5 minutes begging my teachers to, like, just make an extra recording of how to say these words again. And then they were like, nah. So I had to do it myself. And I'm like, oh, here's how you can think about this word. Corn husk. Husk is in the front of the word. It's literally huskweem. Just put some phlegm on it. It's just spelled terrible. So I was talking to myself about it. I was like, yo, Lenape is exclusive as heck because, like, nobody would be able to decipher what you're trying to say based on how it's written. It looks nothing like what it sounds like. I'll give you $1 if you can guess. I'll literally give you $1 if you can real life guess, like no cheating. Guess how this is spelled. And then the KH sound letter, I'll tell you right now, it's an X. The word is huskweem. Why does it tell me my stream status is good, but the bit rate is so slow? We saw it. Anyway, let me find my story to read to you. I made it the first day of class, and then I updated it because we learned a couple more words. So then I could conjugate it different. Well, I ended up writing 5 versions basically. The original one from the first day of class where we didn't have all these words was no hatanisha chocolate. Askasku. And then I asked the other person. I'm telling you, I got a frog. I got a couple frogs, and they're green. And then I asked the other person how they're doing. Ooh, oh my god, who cares about that? Alright, here's something even cooler. You might not be able to see it at all, because I can't tell. I think Mr. Wonka's in the way. But I went to a conference, and they're talking about Romulan. And then Trent, the guy that wrote the language for the new series for Picard, he showed the writing system. So I tried to copy it down. He said it's basically a block writing system, kind of like Korean. Wisae is green, and then Wisausu is he or she is green. By the way, I mean yellow. Wisae yellow. Seke is black, and then Sexu is he or she is black. One thing I have to ask again in class, because the language goes by animate or inanimate, it's not gendered like Spanish. But the way that they translate to English is gendered like Spanish. I hope we don't get an exam the first day of class back. I probably would fail it. No offense to myself. I need more places to practice it, maybe. Hoping they have this. This shirt is white. Askaskuyak. Akuyana. Askaskuyak Yuli Akuyana. Yuli Akuyana. This was a sentence I was trying to make, and then I went to the back of the book, and then it was already in there. The bobcat is spotted is an example from the book. Sasapsuna Chingwe. Let me see one that is in. What next? No, these are ones we went over already. I have so many pages of stuff I wanted to remember. Katanami, my ages. Katanami, your ages. Katanami and our ages. Katanami Mo. Your ages are. Katanami Mo, your ages are. Katanamuak, their ages are. Katanamu, her ages. So I was gonna make a birthday card. And I never made the birthday card. Because the birthday passed, the birthday that the card was for. I got about 4 pages of class left before I have to answer a challenge I left myself. I have to make a Lenape anecdote. So my English example was, why take the high road when you can take the psychopath? I got that from Facebook. Why take the high road when you can take the psychopath? Got the Nami along. I don't see my story for you yet. Getting there. Somewhere in the sex page. I liked it. It was because I made it on the first day. I thought that was awesome. I did a great job. I was really proud of myself. And then I have a page where I'm trying to make vampire language for Lenape stuff. There's nothing on the talking dictionary. on the Talking Dictionary, there's no like vampire stuff, so who else can they apply to make a fucking vampire John? So the words that I use in my story are hey, which is hi, hula hutch, which is how are you, shua, like wow, yeah, or eh, just like nah, no lahatan, no lahatana, which is I have, nisha, which is two, kweti, which is one, chakola, which is fucking frogs. Chakol is frog, singular. Askasque, it is green, and Askasku, which is he's green. Gessi, that's cold. God, I'll have to check. Dakochi, which is the other one. Cold or hot. I think Gessi is cold and then Dakochi is hot. I'll have to check. Akuyan, which is blanket. Akuyana, multiple blankets. Ku, which means no. But then you see other words where you think, oh, does this mean no? Like Nkulamasi, but it's not. Nulamasi and Aslia. So here's the third version, so when it was early on. Hey, Chua, Nulahatsanisha Chakalak, Asasku, Hulamasi Hutch. And then the friend goes, Gessi, Dakochi, Nulahata, Patiakli, and he's fucking sad because he only has one blanket. It's fucking cold. Yeah, Dakochi is cold. It has to be. And then first person goes, Who Dakochi, Gessi, Nulahata Nisha Akliana, Askasque, sorry. So it goes, yeah, I'm not hot. I mean, I'm not cold. I'm hot. I got two blankets. It's me too. Then I was workshopping it because I wasn't sure how to conjugate something. Then I got to the fourth version. This is the fifth version. This is my fifth version. I'm writing it all small. At first, I was writing it in giant letters. Now I'm just writing like a normal person. Hey, sure. Nilahata Lanisha Chakra. Asatsu. Hulamasi. And then the other person goes, hey, Kumayai. Gessi, Takochi. Yeah. Nilahata Kletiapian. Asasqua. Gepi. Hulamasi. Or Oki? Like what about you? Hulamasi. So I'm in a class where I is marked as me, and then I'm in a webjon where I is marked as Neppy, and then you is marked as Kepi, but in class you was marked as Key. So I know we got 3 dialects that I know of. There's probably more of Lenape. But yeah, so in this one version, in version 5, hey, Shwaha, Nilahatan Nisha Chakla, Asasu, Hulamasi Hutch. So I'm showing off my green frogs, my 2 green frogs. And I say, Kumayan, Gassi, Dakochi, Nilahatan Kweti Akuyan. Askasla. So I know another way to conjugate that my blanket is green now, since this one, but I have to write it out. And I can't do it off my head. I have to look at this reference I wrote down. Actually, no, I don't. Look, I use it in my sentence. If I'll just ever get through one moment. like my new acquaintance tells me, he likes to do things from the beginning and go to the end. I called him and I was like, in our first phone call, he was like, "Yo, you gotta like chill." Like I was like interjecting when I thought he was done, and he wasn't done, and he was like, "No, like chill." And then I was like, "How many conver?" I was like, "First of all, let me ask this before we go any further. How many conversations do you like to have at once?" And then he was just like, "One," and I was just like, "Bro, what?" One conversation at once is crazy to me. I gotta have like 4 conversations. Otherwise, the rot sets in, which is why you're here, why I'm here. It's here to rot, actually, but no, I'm not right now. So deal with it. So version 5 of my paper that I wrote for class, that I never read in class because it never came up, and I'm not gonna read it. I mean, I might. Who knows? Hey, Shiwaha, Nulahatan. And then for Nulahatan, I'm surprised it's Nulahatana with an A for this plural. I have to find out from my teachers that that actually right. Because I have the have connected to the objects. I don't know if the I have is supposed to be connected to myself. So Nulahatana Nisha Chachkalat. Askasku Umaska. Kumayai, Gessi, Tapochi, yeah. Nulahatan, no A, Nulahatan, Pati Akuyan, Askasque, this green. So I guess that was green too. Oki, Yapi, Kulamasia, you, how are you? Ni Nepi, Nulamasi, Kutakochi, Gessi, Nulahatan Nisha, Kuyana. Wait, what? Nulahatan Nisha, Askasqueyak, Aquiana. Nisha Askasqueyak, Aquiana. Nulahatan Nisha, Asqueyak. Aquiana. And then I put this new phrase on here that I have another cheat sheet for, so I didn't forget. It was for on page 48. If you have my textbook and for some reason you're watching this because you miss me or you want to hang out or you're here to rot, I hope you're here to rot, 'cause that's the point. I don't hope you're here to rot. I hope you thrive. This sucks, actually. It's fine. So, blah, blah, blah. The word to remember from page 48 of my textbook was Nashinki. Shinky, I dislike, which is the opposite of gotta, which is I want to. The shinky palsy, excuse me. I don't like to be sick. The shinky palsy. And then in class we talked about the K and G sounds in Lenape. It sounds like the same as the K and G sounds in Korean to me, like where they're almost the same letter in a lot of instances, and then in some specific instances they're very sharp, distinct K and G sounds, but in general it's like a hybrid letter. So, Nepi Nulamalsin. Kutakochi Gessi Nulahatanisha Askaskuyak Nulahatanisha Askaskuyak Akuyana Nishiki Dakochi. I don't like to be cold. Dakochi is cold. Gessi is hot. And sick is ballsy. Nishiki ballsy, I don't like to be sick. Hey, Shwaha! Nalahatana Nisha Chakala. Askasu. Pulamasia. Kumayai. Kasi takochi. Iya. Nalahatin kwati askuyan. Askaskuyan. Oki. Kepi. Pulamasia. Ni. Napi. Nulmasi. Utakochi. Kasi. Nalahatin nisha askuya. Askas. Askaskuya. Nalahatin nisha askaskuya kalkuyan. Ni. Napi. Nulmasi. Utakochi. Kasi. Utakochi. Kasi. Nalahatin askaskuya. Kuya. Nishiki. Takochi. Napi. Nulmasi. Utakochi. Kasi. Nalahatin nisha askaskuya. Akuya. I. Takochi. Hey, sure. I think my version 5 is pretty good. Pretty good. D minus. Well, on the first day when I wrote this, I was an A plus. I did it great. I was an A plus because I went above and beyond. It was hey, Chua, Lola Hatsuna, Nisha Chakala, Askastu, Kulamasia, Takasi, Takochi, Ia, no Hatuna, no Hatan Kwatiakuina, Askasque, Takochi, Gasi, no Hatan Nisha Aquia, Afrina, Askasquia. I keep trying to put the oak on the blanket. I gotta see if that's possible. Can I say Nisha Aquia Askasque, or does it have to be Nulahata Nisha Askasquia Aquia? Picked up the habit of meditating because I was interested in something the stranger was doing. Now that stranger is an acquaintance of mine, and it has become a fast habit, and I do it like 14 times a day. Usually when I'm the most pissed off, it's a very strange thing for me to do. To just meditate instead. It has become a thing. He also owes me money and they refuse to pay me back, and it's really bumming me out. Pound of cheese, $7 or $16. I missed that movie with Charlie Day where he was Latte Pronto. And then Ken Jeong was his manager, and that was a good movie. So his name was Latte Pronto. Yo, Korean snack rice cakes have been gentrified. They're called crunchy rollers. And then these are disgusting. I don't even like eating them, but seeing them gentrified is crazy. I'm about to buy some. I hope they taste just as bad. It tastes so nasty, bro. I'm not gonna buy them. Maybe, maybe. Die if I sting you. I'm not gonna sting you. But that review of his soul. Oh my god, yo, it's still Shabbat. You ever just lose it for so long? And then you haven't even lost it yet. I've been on the climb to madness for like 3.5 weeks. It's probably been months, and I can't because I can't tell time. But my perception has been like 3.5 weeks. I'm getting to the top of that John, that roller coaster John. It's going click, 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 click. Other people say they the gritty. I don't know what that dance even looks like. It's dumb, but it's true. I have no idea what that dance actually looks like. If you if you if you scroll past this video and you say, "Oh my gosh, he doesn't know what hitting the gritty is," you just upload a video of you dancing it and then tag me in there so I know what it looks like. Don't tag me in a stranger dancing. I don't want to see that. Tag me in you yourself hitting the gritty. Hmm. Shout out to KP. Check out his channel, by the way. If you look at the chat, click on his page. He has really cool content. Every time it's almost peach season, I scroll past peaches on Costco and I go, wow, I should buy this 4 jars of peaches. And I'm just like, or I could just wait 2 months, eat peaches off the tree. They'll be eating turkey rollers. I think they're kind of gross from the store. I love how Costco just sells a pack of one-handed golf gloves, but don't sell the other hand. Like if you're not left-handed or if you're not right-handed, like you're screwed. They only have one direction. You know how I know I'm not Gen Z, even though reclassification puts me in Gen Z? I never watched no One Direction if they were actual musicians. They grew up with One Direction as if they're actual musicians. Yo, everybody in like Australia are eating these hot dog buns with cream in the middle, and they're probably brioche buns or something. They're calling it cream buns, and they look so good. And I'm just like, why can't I have that? I really want to eat one. I have no plans to make it. You know, they sell a big pack of macaroni. Every time I skip a day of eating, I'd be so interested in food again the next day, and it's so sad. Because by the time the food arrives, I'm no longer interested to eat it. Hmm. Always takes too long. Everything always takes too long. I would love to have something not to complain about. So tired of complaining. I was like, sure, I like complaining. It's kind of fun, but like, I don't want to do it. A lot of things that are kind of fun that I don't want to do at all. Because you can enjoy suffering doesn't mean you want to suffer, you know what I'm saying? Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Why did they put in rosemary and turkey burgers so much? It's kind of disgusting, actually. A rot is not a complaint session, by the way. He's never rotted before.